Howdy, Homa likes lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days Die. Alright. Need to get rid of these silver nuggets. So we can get over there before. I don't know what time it closes. I don't know what time it closes. Definitely don't want to be out at night tonight, given that it's Horde night. Trader. Yeah, man, I'll tell you what. I was gonna go see some stuff this weekend, and then I just didn't. I ended up spending almost two full days just playing Grim Dawn. It's an old ARPG. It's about 10 years old, I think, and they're getting ready to release a new DLC for it, and so I don't have any characters saved at the moment, and so I wanted to get some characters built back up. Or a character built back up, I guess. I'm pushing to the end of it. I've got a little bit left in the last DLC. I don't know if it was the last one, but the last one I hadn't done yet. And oh well, I mean, I've done it before. I just
Oh, how's my favorite asshole doing tonight? Take a look, but don't expect me to hold your hand through it.
let's see. You got anything useful, old man? Get this tarp. This water filter. Oh man. How many? Oh, I've only got 1,500 credits. Never mind. Never mind.
All that gawking at goods, and that's all you buy?
Yeah, because I didn't see anything. Tier 1, clear the zombies.
If you want a job from me, get moving, jackass. This don't pay by the hour.
This guy's so rude. Oh, it's actually up the road. But yeah, I just, I don't know. I ended up playing that. I didn't even record anything. Usually I try to get my recordings done on the weekends. Now it's after work on a Monday. It's after dinner on a Monday. It's like 10, well, after 10. Instead of my doing something else, I played Grim Dawn. Oh man, it's a good one. I like it. I like CRPG. Well, I call them CRPGs, but ARPGs. You know, it's like a Diablo kind of thing. It's got it's got a lot of classes, and you get to pick 2 classes, and then they don't really synergize, I guess, but they each combo has its own special name. So I'm a big fan of pet classes, and so I chose oh, this goes down under the ground. What? There's a mailbox down here. Hello? There's like a house underground. This is weird. Oh no. This is so weird. Oh, you can't hear it. My nephew's losing his mind upstairs. He is crazy. He's playing, what's he playing? War Thunder, is what he plays. And he just screams and yells at it all the time. I don't know why you'd want to play a game that makes you that mad, but... Hey, this door was closed. Okay. Ooh, I hear a screamy zombie. That's a... It's a jumper, I think. Oh. Where did you come from? What's been out on the balcony there? But yeah, you choose a class, and then after I think 10 levels, they let you choose the second class, and then oh, this opened up here. Whatever that was supposed to do, it seems like it didn't work. And then it's got a pretty decent storyline and a lot of lore and a lot of different bad guy types. But I am I am playing with the pet class, and I currently have I just don't know where those guys are at. I currently have oh, I'm done. Apparently. I still hear zombies, but it's claiming I'm done, so But so with my pets, I don't really do a whole lot of fighting in the game. In fact, I've only got one offensive spell learned, and I almost never use it. And I carry whatever weapon gives me the most pet stats, and I don't use it. And I just stand back and there you are. Stand back and send the old pets in. So with the way it works is like Necromancer is a class, right? And so the Necromancer has a skill tree, and every time you go up a level, you get points, and it varies. So for the first, I want to say for the first 50 levels, it was 3 points each level. And then once I hit 50, it switched down to 2 points per level. Um, and so like as a necromancer, obviously I want my summons out, and so the first summons for a necromancer are skeletons, and then you put your points into skeletons, and then you can summon 3 skeletons. It's just one cast, but you get 3 skeletons. And then as you put more points into skeletons, you get more and more
damn bad after all.
You get more and more
Listen up, jackass. You better not fuck this up, or I'll cut your goddamn throat.
oh yeah. You get more and more powerful skeletons. And then you got to put points into the actual necromancer class, which gives you like improved stats, and then you also get bonus attribute points that you can spend. And I tend not to spend those until I find a piece of armor I want to equip, and then that way I can put the points into whatever is in particular need for the armor. What time do the zombies come out? That's 22, right? Only 1,000,000 episodes. I can't remember. So, and you put enough points in the necromancer class, and then that unlocks the next, the skills that you want to apply. You put 1 point into necromancer, and that unlocks a whole bunch of skills that you can choose from. Like one that gives you a proc on your weapon attack, one that gives you skeletons, one that gives you whatever. And then you got to put points into those to improve them. And so I've been going all for pets, just maybe. I just don't know if I can clear this out before. So I think I had to go in a little bit, and then I don't remember how many levels, but you put a few levels into Necromancer, and then it unlocks the first buff for skeletons, and then that increases the number of skeletons you can summon. And so at the level I'm at now, I can summon, I think it's 8. I want to say 8, but I've got armor that gives me an extra summons, so I summoned 9 skeletons, and then, hey man, I was looting, okay? And then, oh, well. And then, is that what I have for undead? It's skeletons. I think there's some ghost stuff that I don't have. But skeletons, and then I don't remember what the fat guy's called. But there's a big fat guy, and he's like your tank. And then so I've got 10 creatures with that, and then I got I took the occultist class as my second class. And so then that one summons like well, it summons a familiar and a hellhound. And so I've got those guys. And then so that gives me 12. Wow. I just realized I have way more pets than I thought I did. And then I've got um I've got different pieces of armor that give me additional pets. And so I've got a I might have been right in my thought process. So I've got 12 for my abilities, and then I've got I don't know if I can get back to that guy before it closes. But yeah, I summon something from a book, some kind of evil something or another, and then I made a relic that goes into my relic armor slot, and it summons a lightning hound. So I've got like 14 pets, from maybe 15 now. And so I have all this army run around, and they just kill everything, just woof, dead. And the only problems I have are if something hits me with a dot or something, and then it will kill me real fast. Because my armor's not the best, because I've been holding out to try and keep my hands on I don't trust him not to kick me out, and then don't want to lose my bike in here. Uh,
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to pay you now that you did it.
um, I guess.
Name's not important. What is? It's a deal. Disappoint me, and you'll find yourself on the wrong end of a rope.
Okay, struggling to remember how to play the game here. But yes, that's what I've been doing, is just leveling up my dudes. Or my guy, getting all the pets I can get my hands on. One thing I don't like about the game is they require you to go into these dungeons that you have to use a skeleton key to unlock. I don't have a problem with that, but you can only go into the dungeon with the skeleton key once per session. And so if you die, and they're challenge dungeons, so they're much harder than the regular dungeons. And so I'll not be paying attention and get got by something. And then I pretty much only die when I'm not paying attention, and so I'll be in there and die, and then I'll have to shut down my game, reload my game, go make another skeleton key, and then work my way back out through the map. Because there are teleports. It's not like I have to go from scratch, but I have to work my way back out through the whole whatever to get back down into whatever floor in particular I need to complete the dungeon I'm on. I'm on one now that I died. It's not too difficult to get back into that dungeon, so that's nice, but um I still have to work my way back through every floor of the dungeon to get back down to the specific dungeon floor I need. Um and I don't like that. I don't like that you know, cuz you can drop personal portals, but the personal portals don't last through shutting your game down and starting it back up. And so it sucks to have to run all the way back out through territory you've already cleared to get to the dungeon you need for a quest, because it's one of these challenge dungeons that you have to have a special key to get into. I think I'm just about out of supplies to make the special keys too, so I'm gonna have to look into what I gotta do to make those. But yeah, I like it. It's a good game. Uh, I've played through it. I played through it a couple of times now. This is not even my second go round. Boom, boom, boom. I think that's food. Can of salmon. 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 It's one of those words I don't know how to pronounce correctly. Where I live, it's called salmon. But there's an L in it, so what you gonna do? That's not a part. That's a mod. What we got in here anyways? Armor pocket, armor pocket, armor pocket. What kind of mods do I have on my armor? My armor's not great, so uh all right. Um Ooh, I should get some pipes out and fix this stupid gun. I've been running around with it broken for a while now because I never carry any pipes with me. I'm listening to the zombies. They should be coming in. It's Horde night. Okay, what is on this guy? What do I have on you? Nothing. Alright. I don't like the 8th scope. That's all I've got is 2 8 scopes. Dang. Bipod could be useful. Let's see if this will even go on here. Nope. Okay. No 8 scope for you. It's not what I like anyways. I like the ×2, I think. Okay. I didn't see anything else in here that was worth using. I don't have any durability mods. I don't have anything like that to put on my shovel or my... This should have a grave digger on it, right? Yeah. And this one should have the wood splitter mod and the structural brace. And then this one's got just the structural brace. Yep, alright. What mods can I make? Well, I can make it ×2. I don't have any lenses though. Okay, those aren't letters. I mean, they are letters, but they're not words that I'm looking for. Sand and clay. Ooh, I can make some lenses. I can make a couple lenses. I ain't gonna do it right now, but I can make some lenses. Make that ×2 scope. I don't know if it'll go on this particular gun though. Oh, I did finish Dunkin' Egg. That was pretty good. I like the first season of that. I don't know what they're doing for their second season. I don't know if they're... I've read 2 conflicting statements, and so I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. I had read that they're not doing a time jump, but then I read they are adapting a specific story, which require a time jump. So... what are we supposed to do with that? We had a big old book discussion at dinner time tonight. They're talking... okay, I brought up that I was reading this Book of the Fallen omnibus, and I'm reading it on the Kindle, and so the Kindle, right, guesstimates how long it's going to take you to read the book based on your reading speed, and it told me it was 280 hours to get through this book. And so I was like, oh man, this new book, it'd take me a while. And then that got us talking about the different books we're reading. And okay, I did potatoes, I did corn. There's the yucca. But yeah, and then we're just talking about our favorite parts from the book series we're currently reading, that we've read before, or are in the process of finishing. Like I'm reading the Stormlight Archives. That's not the book. That's 280 hours. And I've taken a sidetrack from finishing that, and I really like the lit RPGs. I've talked about them before, and so I've been reading a lot of those lately. And then this week I just needed a break from them, and I didn't go back to Sanderson. I opened another book that I purchased a while ago, I was looking for some dark fantasy, as in not happy, not pervy, and something like um, something like the Black Company, for example, would be a dark fantasy. And so I was looking for something like that, and this Book of the Fallen was one that everybody said was the best. And when I say everybody, I mean I saw it repeatedly on lists of dark fantasy book series similar to the Black Company kind of thing. And so I started on that. It's okay so far. I hope it gets better. The language is a little too prosy or something. Um, it's very high level descriptions, I guess, and doesn't flow like modern language as much. Even though it's a modern book, it was written in I think so. The first book was written in 1999, so it's a modern novel. But the dude is really trying to polish his language, I guess. I don't know, and um, so I started on that, and I feel like I've only read like 4 chapters, and it's taken me 3 days to get through 4 chapters. But the chapters are super long, so there is that. And then we were talking about our favorite parts and some other book series that my brother-in-law was who I was talking to. He's reading the Wheel of Time series again, and so I was talking about some of my favorite parts in that. And then he said the new Dresden book was coming out, and I'm like, yeah, I'm behind on Dresden. I kind of petered off, and they turned him into a ghost. And I know it only lasted like a book, but I really didn't like that book, and I haven't gone back since. And there's a book, um I think it's the Rachel Morgan series. Rachel Morgan's the character, and it's in a similar vein as Dresden, but it's about a witch who's a private investigator instead of a wizard who's a private investigator. And I was explaining that I feel like I enjoy her story better because it feels like the next book continues the previous storyline, and I feel like most of the Dresden books are like, yes, stuff happened in the last book, but we're starting something completely new this book. And on top of that, like her stuff, she'll learn something new, and then the next book she'll be using it. And Dresden always does like these big crazy things, but they don't mean anything to the next book. Um, have you ever read the Dresden books? I'll explain. If you haven't read the Dresden books, spoilers. So like in one book, Chicago, I think that's where it's at. Chicago is being overrun by magical stuff, and so he needs to get through town quick, and so he pulls in the necromantic energies to bring the um, T-Rex statue, or not statue, the T-Rex fossil to life, so that he can ride dinosaur fossil, right? Um, Never does anything like that again. Right. And then one of the books, he's trying to track down his, is it his daughter? Or he thinks it's his daughter, maybe. And vampires are gonna sacrifice him. And he gets down there and he pulls a satellite from outer space to crash into the vampires to take him out. Right? Never does anything like that again. And I'm just like he doesn't use the telekinetic stuff at all. He doesn't bring anything back to life ever again. And I'm just like I don't like that. I like how, like in the Rachel Morgan story, she's trying to figure out how to get her potions long distance, right? Because she she has spells, but she also does a lot of potion stuff, and so she comes up with this thing where she makes she experiments and she makes paintballs filled with potions, and then she uses a paintball gun to shoot her potions at her bad guys, and then that becomes a staple for the character. Is she's always making up potion balls to fire at the bad guys with her potion gun or her paintball gun, and I like that. I like that it continued on, and so like every edition that she gets feels like it's an addition to her repertoire, not this one-off dramatic event that he's never going to even acknowledge practically for the rest of the series, and so I like that. I like that better. Was all I was saying to him, and then he's like, I don't feel like that. This Dresden story didn't build off the previous story. I'm like, well, it's not exactly what I'm saying. But uh, but yeah. Well, I feel like no zombies are coming after me. I thought they might. I wasn't sure if I was up high enough. I mean, I can hear zombies, but I don't see any zombies. And my base isn't collapsing. So until we get to one with vultures, I feel like I might be safe. So, all right, with that, be around the small things, lean to the light. I will talk to you later.